You're listening to a Mash Those Buttons podcast. Visit mashthosebuttons.com for a full podcast schedule.
Cargo secured. Extraction complete. Intelligent System Analytic Computer is activated. All ISAC systems are confirmed online. Data scanned. Downloading files.
What's up, guys? You're listening to episode 116 of SitRep Radio, giving you the news and other happenings in the world of The Division. This week, we're talking about expanding the Division universe, bugs, and a new shield comes to the Division this week. But first, my name is Mike, and joining me as always are my co-hosts, Luke.
Hello.
And Robert.
G'day.
Hope you guys have had an awesome 2 weeks, and welcome to any new listeners of the show. Very quick apology for last week's episode. I'm sorry we missed an episode. We did 15 episodes back to back every single week, and unfortunately I was too busy catching babies that week apparently.
As excuses go, it's quite a weak one.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, me and Luke were both hungover because of the football as well. So.
Shh. It's all Mike's fault. Don't tell anybody that bit.
Yeah, sorry. Shh. Yeah, sorry.
Though, to be fair, I mean, after Rob's performance on episode 115, I mean, if you haven't listened right to the end, there was no way to follow up that ending. So we thought, fuck it, let's give it a break.
I did think, when you said you weren't going to be able to record, I did think about doing the intro in an Australian accent. And then...
That was an Australian accent.
What do you mean? No, I mean if we were going to record without Mike, I would read the intro in an Australian accent.
Well,
that was an Australian accent or a New Zealand accent? Or South African?
There's a certain Upside Down podcast that accused you of being South African.
Well, I'm not very good at accents. So.
Well, Welsh is your go-to one usually, isn't it?
I apologise to anyone I insulted. It won't happen again.
Wilco
Probably.
and Cal two-man locked on for episode 37, and...
Dude, that sounds so wrong.
Well, they took the piss out of Rob quite heavily, and then Cal broke into the good old British accent.
I'm glad that they that's good. I was about to say, I hope they do British accents.
His British is no better than your Australianisms. So
I was going to say, come back to us when you can do a Welsh accent that's better than Rob's.
Well, that's not difficult.
And he can't do accents, so...
Well, that's not true. I just can't do them very well.
Anyway, we did have a nice remark from Chuck this week. Rob, do you want to take it away on that one?
I saw something in Reddit where Chuck was getting into a car with Luke. Did you see this as well?
No, I stay away from Reddit quite heavily nowadays.
No, not Reddit. Sorry, not Reddit. The freaking Discord.
Oh, okay.
Where he was put music on in the car, and he was just picked up his. I think he said his dad.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And the first thing that came on was me saying, "Everyone in the DZ are cunts."
Which, looking back, I take offence to, actually.
It's true, though. And the first thing his dad asked was, "What's the DZ?" That just made me laugh so much.
Possible guest for future episodes of SitRep Radio, then, or CT Cunningham
Chuck's
and his dad. Yeah.
Well, according to somebody in our Discord, it's dance zone.
Yeah,
It kind of is.
From what I've seen.
The chicken dance zone.
it is at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's more emoting going on in that dark zone than actually freaking killing people, isn't it?
I don't know. Me, Rob, and Boris died quite a lot in the dark zone last night, to be fair. So,
Rip.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's about time we get down to some news, boys.
State of the game.
So, shock horror, there was a state of the game this week, boys.
Wow.
Obviously, huge hot topic of debate in the Division community this week after a certain somebody under the name of Marco Stahl put out a awesome video covering an exploit in the Division game that we all love and play, which unfortunately did lead to some heated discussions on Twitter. I don't know if anybody saw those.
I may have perused it a little, yes.
Robert, did you see anything, or did you stay out of this one?
No.
Or did you feel like you already did enough damage in last week's episode? I say last week, 2 weeks ago.
I didn't see much on Twitter. I must have just missed that. I don't go on it very often.
I don't know why I find that funny. Yeah, Luke, do you want to give us a brief brief on like what actually happened?
I had to actually get you guys to explain this to me because I'm aware of the bug, but I don't know how it's done. Like, people have been able to manipulate it to their benefit, haven't they? But you guys have told me before we recorded that it's something to do with EMP grenades and healing stations, and creating some sort of server lag between you and whoever you're fighting against in the dark zone. But
the way I understand it is if you put a immunizer box down, go out of that immunizer box and then back in it, and then if you get it doesn't have to be it just has to be a status effect. It doesn't have to be like a specific one. It just has to be like anything. If for that duration of that status effect, you're then then you have to pop a skill during that status effect. So you've got 12 seconds to pop a skill, and then you're like lagging, so it desyncs the server. So whatever you're seeing is different to whoever the person who's shooting at you sees.
Right.
Which can be abused.
Which is why a lot of people have been moaning recently that they've been getting shot from behind cover or through cars and stuff, I suppose. Which I have seen a little bit of that on Twitter, to be honest. But
if you know what you're doing, you can make it look like you're shooting through cover.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say how, because, I mean, if you want to know how, just watch Marco's video, but yes.
Yeah, I probably just want to state, like, I know Luke doesn't tend to watch like glitch videos and stuff like that, because we don't actually care about stuff like that. We don't tend to glitch or hack or anything like that.
I will give Marco Stahl credit, though. He does do his...
Yeah.
I'm going to use this term and I hate using it, so sorry, Marco, if you're listening, but his glitch videos are done in a way that he not only tells you how to do it, but explains it to the devs in a way that he knows how to reproduce it, which is like the key thing that nearly everybody else misses out. Everybody else, just after that YouTube money, just puts a video out and says, this is how you do it.
But I think the one thing that you can give Marco credit for is he's not doing it to be vindictive. No. He's doing it to get like a point across that there's an issue with the game. This is how easy it is to replicate that. And obviously, the minute you put it up there, the more discussions you're going to have about it, the quicker somebody's going to look into it.
He's forcing the issue, and he's done the right thing in my eyes.
He has, but
because they're doing something about it now.
Yeah, but I think from his point of view, he didn't have the video up earlier this week, and he'd already stated this was an issue.
Like 6 months ago.
Yeah,
on
6 months
the
ago.
Ubisoft forums, and they just...
And on Reddit as well. I'm pretty sure it was on there. It was on the forums. It was probably on the ETF forum as well. And it is only when you have that much outcry that somebody does something about it. And like I think we've said before, we don't want it to be a case where people are showcasing these glitch videos. If it's done for the right reasons, I'm definitely all for it. And I would believe you guys would agree with that as
100%.
Well. Which obviously, which is why Marco does these videos in the first place. So huge shout out to him, and huge shout out to Julian Garrity, who basically was like, I'll have a look into this when I get back. And what do we know? Next day, he's like, right, we've got some resources looking into it.
It was literally the next day, wasn't it? Because even, I think it was Yannick that said it. One of Yannick or Hamish said it on State of the Game. They were like, this news is fresh off the press as of yesterday. That they're pulling some resources back. Didn't say how much resources, but they're pulling some people off of Division 2 to fix this issue. So on the flip
side, if the Division 2 sucks on launch, it's Marco's fault, right?
Good point, actually. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, officially they've not abandoned the Division 1. They are going to look into this bug and get it fixed. They're also going to take a quick swipe at the Striker Showstopper issue and or meta.
Which, yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Do that, definitely.
We kind of...
I was going to say, I just want to jump in, and for anybody listening that thinks that Massive or the team at Red Storm or any of the Ubisoft devs can actually fix the problem with the Cronus Max, they can't.
Yeah.
Stop banging on about it. Go freaking riot to Xbox and PlayStation, because those are the people.
It's a third-party software application or hardware application, whatever you want to call it. It's not a Ubisoft thing. It's not a Massive thing. It's not a Division thing. It's a piece of hardware and or software that some assholes created, is openly marketing, and unfortunately Sony and Microsoft either don't want to or can't do anything about it on their end. So it's got nothing to do with...
They won't because it's designed to help you use another controller. Like, say you wanted to use an Xbox controller on the PlayStation, you can. That's what it was designed to do, but people are abusing the macros you can.
I'm going to say, don't they keep
software.
releasing new macros and scripts and stuff that you can put on it that are specifically for the stuff that is being abused on it?
Yeah, but that's done by other people. It's not done by the people that sell the Cronus Max.
But that's because hasn't that got something to do with?
Because it's open software. It's open source software, so
right.
You can literally put your own code into it.
So we need either Sony or Microsoft to fix it, or we need the people behind Cronus Max to stop it from being open source.
Yeah, make it closed source. Yeah, but they won't, because they'll sell less things. They'll sell less units. It's all about that dollar.
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
Oh well, it's been going on long enough now, isn't it? That I get that it's still an issue. I used to hate it when we played on PlayStation.
But then you bought one and you got on board the train.
No, put that out there, dude. No, I bought a PC instead.
Shotguns now.
I don't know what I'm trying to say, to be honest with you. It's been banging off long enough that I kind of hoped it was not an issue anymore, but apparently it still is. So.
No, we don't play on console anymore, do we? So
no, PC Master Race sucked us all in, didn't it? Anyway, going back to
there you go. There's a solution. Buy a PC.
I mean, it's an expensive solution, but yeah, it is.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Like, PC isn't the be all end all. You have like more ways to cheat.
Yeah, that's true.
You can be DDoSed and stuff like that. People can screw stuff out. I mean, look at PC on launch for the Division. There was no anti-cheat or anything. It was an absolute shit show. Like that's not like direct hit at the devs or anything for that. It was just, you don't think people are going to do that, and people took the piss, basically.
You can't stop cheaters, though.
They'll always find a way, won't they?
Look at Rainbow Six. They've literally brought out what a huge task force to deal with people cheating, haven't they?
Yeah, there's an incoming ban wave for all the people that got boosted by the cheaters.
Yeah, which I think is brilliant.
Yeah.
We need to go back to Rainbow Six because we got called out for that, by the way.
Oh, did we? Well,
we've got a bit of admin to do this week because on Locked On they called us out for wanting to get on with the Rainbow Six Siege challenge that we set up on the Discord that nobody's ever followed through with because Wilco is desperate to shoot me in the head. So bring it on, bitch. Another bit of admin we put out a poll on Twitter a little while ago that did people want us to have more guests? Did people want us just to us three in the podcast? Do people want this, that, or the other, blah, blah, blah? And the clear winner of the poll was guests. And since then, we haven't had any. We do have...
So lazy, right?
It's time zones, dude. It's time zones. We've got...
So I was going to say, we must be like the devs then. We just don't listen to the community.
Oh, rip.
That was a joke. Wait for it now. We'll see a tweet next week from someone saying,
Cigarette Radio.
Forget.
How dare you? No, we've got 6 official yeses. I'm not telling you who from. There'll be surprises as and when they appear. But time zones are the issue with all 6. So I mean, you
I
try and
well,
figure
it's
it
not
out.
just time
6?
zones
Holy
as
shit!
well.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's official. Rob's mum is coming on the podcast. Rob's gonna interview her in
What
Welsh.
do you mean by coming?
Whee!
Whee.
He made his own mum joke.
Shout out to Rob's dad. Anyway, back on track.
Oh, he's so gonna listen to this episode. Shit.
Hi, Rob's dad.
Hi, Jay.
Anyway, let's get back on track.
Yeah, basically, they're going to have a look at when they go back to have a look at this bug that keeps occurring with that Marco put out. They're basically going to have a look at a couple of other bug fixes that have probably been listed on the forums and stuff like that. They're not going to be able to fix everything that's plaguing the game, but the fact they're looking into anything at this stage is a bonus.
In my eyes, they should just fix that bug, fix the balancing issue. Boom, done.
And stop.
Don't fucking
Yeah,
bother with
I kind of
anything else.
agree with you, Rob,
Get
to
on
be
with TD2.
I would like them to throw up a PTS for a weekend or something like that, and just see how things are. No.
Nah, it's too much resources being sucked away for not a massive issue. I mean, yeah, it'd be great to fix the striker showstopper meta, but you know, people will eventually get bored of that all on their own. So it's not a huge problem, I don't think, to be honest.
People already did. Rogue 29.
Exactly.
I was going to say, it's been going on a while, isn't it?
It's been going on since they quote-unquote nerfed Nomad and Predator, hasn't it? Because Nomad was the meta before that. So it's, 2 months at oldest? So it's not that big a deal. But I mean, what they have said is there's no official date for that fix because they're in the middle of, obviously, everybody's summer holiday time or whatever. So to please be patient. What is it they normally say? We are looking into it, which, you know, they said they are. So you have to believe them on that. So
I think the thing is, at the end of the day, you know, they can't come out and state right or wrong due to, you know, whatever NDAs and things that they're behind. They might not be able, because at the end of the day, you don't want to come out and go, yeah, we can't fix that, and you know, that's going to affect your whole community. But the fact they're being honest and they're coming forward and they're being like, we're going to look into this, we're going to do our best to do something about it, but we might not be able to fix it, I think shows that, you know, they're willing to do what they can to keep the game alive.
One thing I will say, and it might be completely off base, but if they're willing to sacrifice some resources from TD2 to go and fix stuff in TD1, makes me think they're pretty happy with the progress they've made on TD2 thus far, and they're certainly not behind on schedule. Just putting it out there.
But I think
Overtime. Overtime.
that sounds bad. I've been listening to like a few game development podcasts, and the amount of shift work that's put in towards the end, it can get a bit risky, I guess. But yeah, are you guys worried about resources being pulled off TD2?
Nope.
No,
but we've got a scapegoat now, so if you know what I mean, so it's fine.
Yeah, good luck telling Marco Style it's his fault, dude.
Oh, I will.
Anyway, over to Rob, because a new shield got announced this week.
Yep. The time was wrong more than once. Surprise. The shield is now active. It's the underground one. So go check the underground out. If you don't have it, it's free for a week. Go enjoy. After the week's up, underground's gone for people that don't have it. So if you want this shield, go get it now. But one thing is if you do start the shield progression and you don't get it done, it will still keep with you even if you don't have it. So if you do eventually want to buy the underground, say you enjoyed it that much that you want to complete, like get to rank 40, like I did last week. Yes. Then yeah, it will keep your progression. The shield is called Sacred. The objectives are to complete 10 phases, get to level 10, and kill 10 hunters. If you can matchmake to like get into like a challenging with all the directives on and 3 phases, you'll probably get this done, what, like 3-4 runs? Easy.
Simple maths, Rob. It's got to be at least 4, dude.
At least 4? What, to get to level 10?
No, to get 10 phases done if it's a 3-phase.
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh, he looks really pissed off now, doesn't he?
I mean, like, I'm like the Hunters one, if you're in a group of 4, you can get that done in 2, right? Because you get 5 Hunters spawn if you're in a group
Correct.
of 4.
Yep. So,
and I'm guessing that counts in a group, so you don't actually have to kill each one yourself.
Just going to ask you that.
That would suck. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't. But I'd have to I'd confirm that.
Is any of this retroactive for people that already do own said
The level is, because I've already done 33% of it because I'm level 40, so level 10 did it ages ago.
Right, cool.
The rest of it isn't.
Great. So I now have to play Underground again on PlayStation.
Yeah. I don't.
PlayStation or PC?
I'm not playing on PlayStation.
I've never played it on PC. I have to now, obviously. Because I want all those
You've
sweet
never
shields.
done it on PC at all?
Never been into it on PC. After you kindly bought me the season pass, I've never been into it. I played Survival.
Wow.
And
well, luckily,
Last Stand.
I'm rank 40 and I can do 3 phase, 5 directives, so we should get it done pretty quick.
Let's go.
And get you to rank 40 before the Division 2.
To rank 10. Nope, done.
Out. Semi-top side,
sure,
quick.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember when you got to rank 40 on PlayStation, you were like, done, I'm not going back in there. Well, guess what, Luke?
It's such a shame. It's so boring, but like, there's such potential down there. They just fucked it up. It's very similar to like on Destiny. They've done in one of the recent expansions, the Osiris one. There's like it's the same sort of thing, like the way that it's. I can't what they call it.
Nobody cares, Rob.
I know, but like. It never works because after a while it's just the same shit just over and over again. Although I did go back to for the first time in like since they fucking put the disco room. I even recorded it as well. I'm going to put it on a video. Since they put it back in the disco room, back into the rotation, I fucking went back there. And if you watch, it might be the video of this episode. If you're watching it, there's probably me dancing at some point. On the DJ bit.
Is that your story?
I was in like a pub group and they were just like trying to kill shit and I was just there dancing away.
Nice. Rocking his sweet, sweet moves.
Yeah. I was just
and
so happy
lastly, there is a global event.
Mike's just so focused as ploughing on. Enough of dance talk. Let's carry on with the news.
Global event that's not next week, but it is in July, so it will be Tuesday the 31st. You've heard it here first.
Cool, done.
Okay, Mike. I did it quickly.
That's what she said. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's it.
What's next, Mike? What's next?
What's next? What do you want to talk about next, Rob?
Cheese. What cheese did you eat this week?
Cheddar.
I've had a lot of cheese this week, actually.
Okay.
Rob's dad used to work in a cheese factory.
It's not a cheese factory, dude. There's such thing as a cheese factory. Well, there is. But that's not where he worked. He worked at a dairy. Cheese factory is where they pack cheese. Dairy is where they make it.
Yeah, Mike. Fancy not knowing that very specific definition.
I just like saying that because it winds him up.
Fuck up.
If you ever want to wind Rob up, just say his dad works at a cheese factory.
Welcome to Sit Rep Radio, the Banter Chronicles.
Banter Chronicles. Love it.
The Chronicles of Banter.
The Chronicles of Cunts, more like it.
Chronicles of Cunts. Oh, don't say that. Freaking Chuck's dad will be getting...
Oh, damn it. Done it again. Sorry, Chuck's dad.
Anyway, in huge news this week... I don't know if you boys remember a huge questionnaire going out maybe, what was it, a year ago? Around about the time of 1.6.
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure in that questionnaire there was a statement saying, would you be interested?
Who was your daddy and what does he do?
Well, he works at a cheese factory.
Oh, damn it.
I backfired.
Every week there's something I love this.
Normally happens at the beginning of the episode.
What, before we record or
Yeah,
after
before.
we record? Anyway, yes, going all the way back a year ago, around about 1.6, there was a questionnaire asking if people would be interested in an expanded world of the Division through comic books, TV, film, and novels and comics.
Guess what?
I'm pretty sure I said comics twice
You're getting all of them.
at the same
Yeah,
time.
all at once. Here, have all the shit.
Okay, so Robert, I think the thing that you're most looking forward to is
Dark Horse Comics. Fuck
the
yeah.
Dark Horse comics. They've obviously done some huge comics in the past. Pretty sure they did the Dark Tower series by Stephen King. Hellboy. What else, Rob? They did Aliens. They did RoboCop as well. Terminator. I feel like I'm asking you. but I'm throwing them out
RIPD.
there.
Sin City.
Sin
Sincere,
City
yeah.
by the craziest man we
Barbed
know.
Wire. Tank Girl.
Oh.
The Mask.
Son of the Mask.
And Son of the Mask.
Did you say AVP?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they did a line of Aliens comics. I don't know if it was Aliens, Colonial Marines, I can't remember. But yeah, they're pretty reputable. And they've just started Stranger Things as well.
Nice.
So if you're interested in Stranger Things, go have a look. But yes, so we've got comic books. We've also got the expansion of the world of Tom Clancy's The Division, which will be going, behind the lore of the
Yeah,
Division
they said
itself.
there was a law book. Yeah, is that the law
Yeah.
book, is it?
Yeah, that's 192 pages of lore in hardback that you will get to check out March next year.
They called our lovely friends Deep Fried Dave and Tinks on the State of the Game, didn't they? They were like,
You did.
right, you have to now do episode 3 of Collecting What Remains podcast.
I did not realize they only did 2 episodes.
Yeah. 1 a year. So, we're in year 3. They have to do episode 3. It's the law of the law.
And not only that, but there's going to be a new Division novel. My only question with this one, is it actually a novel, or is it, because it's being produced by Alex Irvine, who wrote the New York Collapse book, and it will follow the story of April Keller after the New York Collapse. My only question is it a dedicated novel, or is it going to be, I don't know, another survival book? What do you reckon, boys?
If they're calling it a novel, then hopefully they're using the correct terminology.
Yeah.
I'd be very, very
Well,
interested in reading it, that is for sure.
Yeah.
I haven't read the first one.
I don't think either of you have you? Or is it just me?
Mike did threaten to let me borrow it once.
That was about 2 years ago.
It was, yeah. About 115 episodes ago.
What was the Comic-Con thing they were talking about that they're doing as well? It was like a TV show or something that they're showing off.
So basically, this weekend, for those that you don't know, is the San Diego Comic-Con, which is all things nerdy, films, movies, TVs, and obviously comics. It's normally where Marvel would go to Hall H and announce their huge projects, but unfortunately, they won't be there this year.
Really? Wow, okay.
Nope. Well,
Didn't know that.
after a certain somebody did at the end of Infinity War.
Oh, yeah, half of them are dead, so...
Spoilers
they
for
can't turn
anybody
up.
that hasn't seen that film. I was trying not to do that.
Oh, shit! Spoiler alert! You need to put that in. Oh, no, we're fucked.
Fuck's sake, bro.
Sorry. Oh, come
Anyway,
on,
Julian
how long has it been? Like 3 months since that film came out? Pretty safe to
unfortunately, spoiler regions.
I didn't say who
anything
died. I
after
just
2
said
days.
half of them. It was being released non-specific. It's good. It's fine. Shh.
Do you want to now list all the characters?
I
A
can.
through Z? No, don't. Don't.
Because I know them
Behave.
off by heart. Because I said a prayer to them all.
What the fuck? Anyway, Julian Garrity and other members of the team will be able to take you on a journey through what it takes to bring the post-pandemic world of the Division 2 to life in game. And they're basically going to talk about how the narrative is going to continue with the vision of expanding it through comic books, novels, and other entertainment. My question is, does this mean we might actually hear some news on the Division movie we've been all waiting for about 2-3 years?
Jake Gyllenhaal and his flamethrower.
I hope so. Even just a snippet of news, just so we know that they've not canned
A
it
trailer
completely.
would be good.
Yeah. But yeah, if you guys want to check that out, I'm pretty sure it's Pacific time, Thursday.
Yeah, but there's no fucking... There's no, like, you can't watch it. That's what's Comic-Con's so stupid. Is that half the shit that's on you can't watch? It's ridiculous.
But there will be a VOD that is available once the panel is over tonight, because that will be
such a fucking trick there.
Yeah, but dude, you're not going to be up anyway. Are you going to be up at 6?
I know, but they could do like pay-per-view. Like, people would pay to watch that shit.
I'm pretty sure there is a Comic-Con YouTube pay-per-view channel that Mark Hamill and all that was a part of a long time ago.
Okay, I'll shut up.
But it isn't being streamed, unfortunately.
See, cunts.
But come on, dude. Like, someone's going to be there, like, on their phone filming this. It happens with all the panels every
We don't
year.
want to watch
so-
like that. I don't want to watch on a phone screen.
Doesn't matter if there's an official VOD coming out afterwards. Just wait for that. Like, why
just
would
wait
you
for
watch it
that.
on your phone if you could watch a VOD?
I'm sure we'll
Why
talk
watch
about
it
it
on-
next week. So
Yeah.
just wait till
Hey,
then.
Rob, you've got work tomorrow. I'm sure you'll get time to watch it.
Very good point.
Oh, wait.
Fridays is,
T's and C's.
T's and C's. Time sheet and cheese on toast.
You always said cunts.
T&S, time sheets and sleep.
But yeah, like, what are your guys' thoughts about additional media being present for the world of the Division?
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
I will check out the VOD. I will
eat that VOD.
I will probably buy both books at once. I'm not sure about the comic books, I'll be honest. I might just get Rob to like read them to me.
They
could be bedtime stories.
You can probably get them digitally as well and read them on your phone.
Sweet.
Because like most comic book companies do that now. So, yeah.
I've just thought of something as well. Somebody out there is going to animate them.
Oh. Dark Horse do animations as well, don't they?
Yeah, they
They
do.
do.
So you could get animated form of the comics.
Oh.
We'll have to see what
I'm
happens. I guess.
excited now.
I'm looking forward
I think
to
it's
it.
great. I think it will, it's just going to add to the hype for TD2, isn't it?
Yes, definitely.
Like, just whet our appetites even more because, we're now in that little...
PR.
Yeah, we're in that little lull of official news at the moment, aren't we? Like, they're not willing to tell us anything more after the shit ton of news we got at E3. So,
But to be fair, we've only got a month till Gamescom, and there will probably be a load of news. I would have thought then, hopefully,
fingers crossed.
for more details potentially on the Dark Zone. But I don't think we'll probably see anything like that to the end of the year.
When's PAX East?
PAX is end of August?
No idea.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's like the last week
Around
of
the same time as
August.
Gamescom. Okay.
Yeah. But
Cool.
yeah, we might, you never know, Gamescom, you might hear that information about the force specialization that seems to be apparent. If you ask
What are we doing?
The what? The what now?
doing?
the secret fourth specialization
What
that
are you doing?
nobody knows about.
Can't
But,
say it out loud, dude.
well, dude, technically, as pointed out by Tinks over at Bombshell Jackets
Love you, Tinks.
in our Discord, yeah, that's a real thing. And if you go over and ask Sam over on the Ubisoft Club app about the Division 2.
Nope.
It actually states
Nope.
there's 4.
Nope. Doesn't anymore.
They
it
changed
doesn't
it.
anymore.
Both
Does it
me and
not?
Tinks have
No.
tried quite extensively to get Sam to tell us about a fourth specialization and that particular part of text that somebody's kindly screenshotted
Oh,
on
dear.
YouTube somewhere. I can't get Sam to reproduce it, and neither can Tinks. So they've either
You know,
pulled it
you've-
or it was a fake.
You know you've got someone sacked, right?
Don't we get
What?
somebody
I
sacked
didn't.
pretty much every episode?
Like,
I was gonna say, how can we get somebody sacked?
Someone's fucked up and put that on Sam, and now he doesn't have a job. Now he's homeless and lives in the streets. Well done. Good job.
I mean, that was a quick downfall. Like, if we literally just got them sacked and they're already
What,
on the
living
street.
on the
Yeah.
I was,
That was
it worst
fast.
case scenario, did all right.
At least give him 2 weeks' notice, man.
No, he got sacked, dude. You fucked up.
We're going to put you on garden leave for a week while you investigate
Pass
how
a
this
verbal
happened.
warning. You literally just cost the game millions by letting that go. Maybe not. I don't know. Talk my ass.
But yeah.
But I mean,
Anyway,
we were speculating for a while that there would be more than 3, didn't we?
Yeah, we said
And I'm
that
pretty,
as soon as
pretty
they-
sure everybody
they
else
came out.
was
We
as
said,
well.
yeah.
that's one of the things.
You know,
like,
it's a game that you play in 4-man teams. Why would there only be 3?
it would make fucking
You
sense.
can do 8-man raids. It's possibly even more than 4.
Dude, there's definitely going to be more than 4. I'm guaranteeing
Just
it.
putting it out there. But yeah, I
It's
suppose it's the
extra
first
DLC.
the first of any semblance of official confirmation that there is more than 3. So
Okay, what I want to know though is the 4th one finally Rob's favorite weapon.
what, an empty bottle of wine well wielded upside down?
Awkward. Flamethrower, dude.
No.
I'd like to say yes.
To be fair, I've been playing Battlefield 1 this week, and I was
You've
pretty
been doing what?
fucking happy playing Battlefield 1 this
Wait,
week.
that's not a
With-
Ubisoft game. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I want to shoot stuff, but I also like to set stuff on fire. Apparently, in that game as well, and it works quite well. So, if you are thinking about flamethrowers, definitely add them to the game because I know Rob, even though he's being coy and shy right now, he would love to have it in the game, especially 2 dual wielding. From
Oh,
what I've
man.
heard.
That'd be
2.
all sorts of dirty, that would. I'm on board.
How would you carry it?
Why is
Where
that
would the
question
fuel come?
only
No,
coming
because
up?
it's based in realism, dude. Come on. Where would the fuel come from?
Hold on a minute. This is coming from the person that suggested this, like 100 episodes ago?
I was clearly drunk.
When are you drunk?
Are you drunk now?
Is it past your bedtime?
No,
Wait,
he's-
hold on. We gotta go.
You're
We only
stoned.
got 45 minutes.
45 minutes,
Anyway, as I was trying to segue over to what we've been up to the last couple of weeks, Luke.
Sitting around waiting for you to stop looking after your new baby. You're being very selfish recently.
I'm sorry.
Like you didn't play games with us last night. You were really tired the night before. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I did play games, so I just didn't play them with you.
It's like that, is it?
See, I may have downloaded. All right, first of all, due to Rob, it's Rob's fault. You can blame Rob. We all bought EA Access because it's like £4 a month.
True.
So Rob
How is
was
it my
like-
fault, dude? How is that my fault?
Can I interject?
I've been paying that for like 6 months.
I'm going to interject quickly.
I
Actually,
told you 6 months ago that it's a great deal. Fucking go and do it. None of you did it.
I'm
But
going
to be fair-
shut up. I'm going to interject and say no. I'm not blaming Rob. I'm going to thank Rob because now I get to play Battlefield 1 on PC for £4 a month, and it's
Yeah.
fucking way better than it ever was on PlayStation. Sorry, I
Well,
hate
I
to
tell
be
you
that
what-
guy that goes on about PC Master Race, but oh my
No,
god,
no, it's fine. The only suggestion I would make, though, is if you want... The only suggestion I would make is if you're interested in playing like Battlefield 1 or any of the games on the EA Access Vault, try it out for a month for £4 and then
There's a 2-week
Go
free
all
trial,
in.
dude.
I couldn't get the free trial.
Neither could I.
Because you've obviously done it before.
But basically it's 20 quid for the year, which works out like what, £1.66 a month.
I think
It's
I'm just
cheaper
going to
just
pay
to
for
do
a
that.
year. It might be cheaper than what I'm doing at the moment.
I'm pretty sure it's double what you're paying.
Well, thanks.
It's fine. That's why I'm letting you know. And if I carry on, I will be purchasing the year. But the point being, we've been playing Battlefield 1, which has been a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
A lot of fun, but a lot of swearing. I mean,
That game is
mainly on my part.
definitely
But
not. That game is definitely not 100%.
For everyone.
No, not like I mean, it's not the best game in the world. Like some of the maps are completely broken.
Or
Like-
just way too big.
No. They're
I
full
found out.
on. I kept playing a game on one of the maps the other day, and we didn't get past the first spawn. It's that It was that broken. Like that shouldn't be a thing.
Oh yeah, is that the one with like
The
no
boats,
man's land?
Yeah.
the boats thing.
Yeah.
I end up just
But-
switching teams and just killing it. Just yeah, I did it.
But yeah, we've been playing that. I finished Dying Light finally the other week.
I finished God of War. Brilliant game. Best game. Probably best game I played. Like with a linear story. Probably since BioShock.
Infinite. Fuck
Yeah.
yes. And it's fucking cheap at the minute, so if anybody's interested, I think you can get the BioShock collection on PC for
No,
about
fuck
£8. Quid.
BioShock. God of War. Buy God of War. It's brilliant.
Yeah, just don't spend 50 quid on it.
No, that's stupid.
I have been trying out a load of games on my PC. I did download, because I installed a 2 terabyte hard drive in my PC, and I did download Crysis 3, and I can actually run that now, which I'm pretty fucking happy with.
You two going to admit to the game that you tried for 10, 20 minutes before we played Battlefield 1 on
Oh, yeah,
Tuesday, I think it was?
I'm so going
I
to
don't
go
give a
back to that. I'm not even joking, dude.
do you wanna say
Garden
what-
Warfare 2.
Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 2. And until you've played that shit, it's fun. But I might have done something even worse than that.
If you've
I
reinstalled
might
Destiny,
have-
I'm going to drive down south and slap you right now.
I'd have to purchase it. It's on PC and it's not part of the EA access thing, is it?
Well, it's
But
not EA at all.
Well, I didn't necessarily mean from EA, but
It's Blizzard now.
Some would say it's on a Bungie cord.
It's Blizzard.
it's a really bad,
Activision Blizzard.
really bad joke, Mike.
Activision Blizzard.
Zero fucks. Anyway, I did jump in on Battlefront 2 last night. And it's
Battlefront
pretty-
2?
Yeah.
How?
So you've paid for that?
No, there's a 10-hour free trial.
Oh.
And I've got to admit, it's
When did you play
pretty-
that? Because the EA servers were fucked.
Well, I played it last night when you boys were, in bed, cuddling your pillows.
Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah, because you're on paternity leave, so you can sleep when you want, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely how that works, Rob.
Yeah, definitely.
Babies are easy, right? You've just got 2 weeks off to play video games.
Yeah.
That's fine. You slap them on their ass and
Definitely.
send them on the way.
That's how it works. Well, in my experience.
Good parenting,
Oh,
Rob.
thanks. I'm the best dad ever.
But yeah, that's it, I think.
No.
Oh, no,
No.
I played Ion. It's great. Go buy that also.
Please.
I'm going to buy that on payday.
Yeah.
By what?
Ion.
Sorry.
Ions
I
of
completely
Nine.
missed. All right, okay.
It's another BR.
It's BR, but it's like it's a mixture between not a mixture, but like imagine
We only have
PUBG,
like,
but
if-
like it doesn't take 3 hours to finish a game.
Pretty fast paced,
Do they
from
have-
what I've seen.
They average at like 15, 20 minutes a game, so it's great. Mike's like,
Cool.
yeah, not buying that. Yeah.
No, I'm not buying another fucking battle royale.
Yes, you are.
Fuck that.
Anyway, let's get on with some questions, I think. It's that time of the show.
Yes. So,
We've got a lot of questions because, like, we missed a week.
right, okay, so shut up.
Okay.
Our good
Fucking
friend, Big Wave Dave.
What, Dave?
That's a very big wave from.
Wow. Big Wave Dave.
He says, I've been playing the lovely game since launch, and I don't dig deep in lore, but I really am curious on when all the cats are. Please help me finish this live question. Please. Robert, can you help Big Wave Dave out?
The hunters aren't a big fan of cats, so they all got axed in the back of the head.
The ones that weren't eaten by all the hungry rabid dogs, right?
Or people?
No, the hunters got there first, dude.
You reckon?
They either put them in bags and drowned them in the river, or axed him in the back of the head.
We'll have to. I might message Splint Shields on Twitter and see if that's true. He'd know about that sort of stuff.
Yeah, he'd confirm that.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Next question
Heard it
is from
first.
Born Diesel. He asks, if a stealth melee combat system was implemented, how complicated and in-depth would you like it to be? Simple, easy, or complicated and challenging?
Well, I'm going to answer this question like I like my women. Simple and easy.
Rob?
Agreed.
And shout out for those
Why
of
would
you
you
that
make
don't
that?
know.
Why would you make a melee system complicated? Because it's not a melee game. It's not like a melee based combat system in the game. It's a shooting game. Why would you make that? I don't understand. I don't understand the question.
I'm going to skip forward a couple of questions, actually, because Reaper wants to know about melee stealth combat as well. So he wants to know, are we going to get a combat stealth mechanic akin to a ninja specialization? Could that be the fabled fourth specialization, do we think?
No,
It could be.
because it's a
I hope not,
freaking
but it could
weapon,
be.
isn't it? It's going to be a weapon. Whatever it is, it's a weapon.
But if this game is heavily cover-based like they keep hinting it's going to be, would a stealthy melee mechanic not make a bit more sense this time around than it would have done in the first one?
Yes.
That would depend on the TTK, wouldn't it? Whether it makes sense to have a melee function like they previewed in the original Division footage from freaking years ago.
So are you along the lines of thinking that there might not even be a melee mechanic at all then, or
You know how originally in the Division, when you put someone in a down state in PvP, and the only thing you could do to one hit them would be to melee them, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if they took that to a different step?
They gave you finishing moves.
Oh,
Well, like Mortal Kombat.
yes.
Yeah.
Finish him.
What if, like,
I don't-
depending on what melee weapon you have equipped, depends on what finishing move you do.
You know the
Mm.
picture of the back of the agents that was floating around fresh from E3, where we saw that people had got like teddy bears on their backpacks and stuff. They'd all got knives and little hatchets and stuff in the back pockets, hadn't they? So it's possible.
I did wonder if you were going to be like, they get to beat him to death with a teddy bear. Or
I mean, that'd be sweet. What if that's where all the
Shove it down
cats
his
are?
throat and choke him. What?
You get to
Put
beat
his
somebody to
skin and
death
put
with a
on your
cat.
back.
something.
No, you just
Or just stuck
You
to
just
somebody's
go into
bag.
one of the safe houses, and there's just lots of those just stuffed cats
Yeah, and a
just everywhere.
crazy old lady sat behind what would be the vendor desk, and there's just cats everywhere.
And she sells you a cat doll.
Maybe there's just
It's
plenty of
made out
kebab
of
shops
cats.
in NYC.
Mm.
Next question, please.
Where is the next
I
question?
don't even know
That's
what question we're answering then.
That's an answer to
What
the
did we
question
answer?
from before. So, El Capitan wants to know that, bearing in mind this is quite an old question because we missed a week, because he wants to know if France win the World Cup. I mean, spoiler, that they did. If
Did they?
France wins the
Fucking
World
hell.
Cup, will we get Yannick as a guest on the show to promote Team Baguette?
He didn't gloat about that on the state of the game. He's obviously not much of a football fan.
So, yes, he can promote Team Baguette, but I don't really know what that consists of at the minute. Seeing as he's Team Malmo at the minute.
I think it's Yannick's French clan. Like, I think you have to be French to be in Team Baguette. I don't know that for definite. I know it's a Twitter thing.
Hello?
Wow, funny. I was going to say, funny enough.
Can I be part of Team Baguette?
No. I'd actually like to get Yannick on the show. Let's not offend him too much right now. He might have got over the time that we offended him before.
I cannot promise nothing.
I have no dates.
It's
No,
funny,
I actually watched The Little Mermaid.
No, stop! Do not do it.
Robert, would you say you got very odd?
No, because he's from Belgium, dude.
Fuck.
No, I'm not going to sing that song, Luke. Don't worry.
Good.
At least say something. Fuck.
No, I watched that film with my kids, and I realized how many holes are in that film. It's incredible. I did not realize it when I was a child. But I digress. What were we talking about?
Are you really trying to find
Not
holes
the
in the
Little
plot of Little
Mermaid.
Mermaid?
Well, like the first time she meets the prince, like she's naked
wait.
from
Shut
the
up,
waist
shut
down, dude. What'd you say? What?
Oh, he married her. It must have worked.
Nice to meet you.
No, he goes, "Oh, you need rescuing. I'll take you to my house." What the fuck?
Yeah, he did.
That's a bit
And then
creepy,
there's a
isn't
bit,
it?
right? There's a bit they go on a boat ride, and all the animals like sing to him, and they talk to him in his ear. At that point, if you hit animals and talking to you in your ear, at that point you're like, "Fuck no, that's no."
Hang on, have you not seen
I'm
Dr. Dolittle?
insane. Yeah, but that's whatever. There is. I was just like, what the fuck is happening? It just
Can we
gets me
please
out.
continue this discussion in another episode
Sip
of The Little Mermaid podcast?
No, we shouldn't, because I'll end up singing the song.
Rep Radio does Disney.
That's not.
Oh my god. Anyway, right.
Sorry, I apologise.
The lovely and truly awesome CT Cunningham wants to know that. No, it doesn't. He wants to know, how would we feel if new skills were introduced in the Division 2 every couple of months, similar to how new operators are introduced in Rainbow Six Siege? He asks, would it increase longevity of the game, and do we think it would help balance the skills in the game?
Yes, I want to see more stuff like skills and operators, not literally and operators. From Siege, but I like that. Yeah, more specializations, especially if they've said that specializations being unlocked is just the start of like progression. Once you hit level 30, and if you're getting more and more added into the game, does that mean we get more like different progression trees and stuff like that? Would it increase the longevity of the game? Hopefully, but I guess that depends on how good the balance is and how quick they are to actually balance the game itself.
Rob?
It makes more sense to have specializations be your classifieds, I guess. Do you know what I mean? Like, they are the things to chase at endgame, I guess. Like, so once we've unlocked the first 3, you're given those, right? And, well, maybe the first 4, as we've recently
Secrets.
figured out. But it would be nice for them to give us some progression to, like, earn a 5th, 6th, 7th.
Yeah.
Because we're able to use all of these by switching at a drop of a hat. So that would be quite a nice thing. I think that would be like, that would add content as well. Like, the progression to unlock that would give you extra things to do.
Yeah, I like where your head's at with that, actually. Especially if they were like introduced on a timed basis, and then you had to do certain things to unlock them, almost like shields, maybe.
Earn them, yeah, basically, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you, Chuck.
Reaper UK 76. Shout out to Reaper.
Weapons like to see in Division 2. Am I allowed to steal Rob's flamethrower idea?
Yes, go for it.
Yoink. There you go. I think I said at one point before we knew what was coming in, in what we know that's coming in Division 2, I think I did say grenade launchers as well.
I would really like a t-shirt launcher.
What about a tea bag launcher?
About a cat launcher.
Oh, no! Why
There's no ammo, dude. There's no ammo.
Insane.
Oh, yeah, good point. No ammo.
Dead cat launcher.
There's no cats.
Yeah, no, because
Makes
they're
no
all
sense.
dead. You just shoot them from a gun.
But there's no
Yeah, there's no
cats.
cats,
This
so there's
is
no
literally-
ammo.
Just imagine that every time you shot a gun. Splat.
What?
Splat.
Yeah, okay, so that's single shot. What's it like
For
on
you dog lovers out there. Splat. Splat.
Wow, at least we know what goes on in Rob's bedroom at night.
Oh, no.
Splat.
Luke's just got a look of disgust on his face. Or
Something else. To be rude.
yeah, something else on his face.
Can't believe...
I was waiting for Rob to do him.
I
Yeah.
can't believe you said that out
Splat.
loud.
Oh, it's fine, dude. To be honest, at the minute, I can't think of any weapons. There's quite a few weapons in the game. I just want to see all of them to be viable. To be honest, we have so many weapons in the game that we have already.
Sure.
RPG.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh. See, that could be another specialization. Right there.
I'll be done with that. We'll see. Next question comes from Failbot. He says, can we infer by the fact that Division 2 was shown at the Microsoft E3 press conference that an exclusive deal has probably been done again? I feel like this split the community last time and was not a good thing.
I'm pretty sure they confirmed that there isn't an exclusive content because all the content's free. So, no.
I'm not 100% on that. Are you, Luke?
Rob's answer makes a lot of sense because they
might be
definitely
free,
did say
but
it was free, but they could still...
Pull a hold Swifty on us.
Well, I was just thinking they could.
They would have
could
said
time
something
gate it slightly,
otherwise.
couldn't they? But that would be fucking harsh.
No.
I think, to be honest, I think Rob's right. When you were reading that question, I was thinking, oh shit, yeah, Failbot's got a point. But then I forgot that they'd said that literally all of year one is free. So yeah, I mean, I really hope Rob's right because I hated that about the first one.
There might be some exclusive skins or something like that, but I don't think.
Yeah, if it's that, I
it'll be
literally don't
content.
care.
I think they may have just like, no, we're not doing content again. That fucked us over. Really?
I don't think it's just that. I mean, they've done a lot to kind of get away from that mentality, haven't they? And then we had so many problems through like year one with the DLC and the launch of that DLC. You know, how many months? It was like, what, 2 months at one point for one of the DLCs to drop for us on PlayStation 4?
Yeah, I think that was actually Underground because of the exclusivity, and then there was a problem, wasn't there, with PlayStation's up.
Do you remember that shit with the fucking blueprints?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the MP5? Like, we never got the MP5 on PlayStation because...
Yeah.
Well, we did, but it was like...
We did.
6 months later.
Yeah. So I mean, hopefully not. I don't think it happened again because of how they seem to be reacting to how everything was last time, and I just can't see it happening.
Yeah, that's
again,
why I think there may be some exclusive skins, some vanity stuff.
Yeah,
maybe they've sold it that way, but I don't think
trophies,
it would be
something like that.
I don't think there would be content that's going to be held out like last time. That would just it doesn't make sense.
Second question from Failbot 2000. He says, we hear a lot of talk about liberating areas and communities in the Division 2. It could make this game a little bit more like Far Cry. I have horrible visions of climbing radio towers. Well, as somebody who's been spending a couple of weeks playing Dying Light, to be honest, I have those horrors as well. Because you have to climb freaking Dying Light towers and it does my head in. So hopefully not. What do you guys think? I mean, there's obviously going to be communities in the sequel, isn't there? We know that, but I don't know if that's going to be like a new base of operations or anything, do we?
No,
there was settlements, weren't they? Is that what they called them in the trailer?
Yeah.
Settlements or something?
Yeah, sorry,
same
settlements.
thing.
I'm hoping they're going to be like extensions of your boo, like so you can find like safe houses. But I guess I don't know.
I'd like to think you two are right, but I unfortunately get the feeling that you're not going to be.
Well, imagine them being your safe houses, but you have to fight to keep them.
Yeah, but I think there will be an element of maybe go here and do this and go here and do this because you were.
Well, that's the nature of the beast.
Well,
though,
yeah. I don't know.
The beast is fruitful.
Like, speculating, obviously, but maybe the settlements because there was the scavenging for like water and food and stuff that was clearly visible in part of the UI on the trailers, wasn't there? So maybe we have to every once in a while go and give them some more water and get them some more food and all that sort of crap. So maybe, I mean, I know nothing. I'm just speculating, but I've got those horrible visions of something along that ilk, to be honest.
Oh
yeah. Well, the fact that they said about once you hit endgame, that all changes. So maybe you do it during the storyline, and then you have to do it again and keep it up during endgame. Like keep topping them up. I don't know.
Yeah. And then y.o.u.y says #decent anti-cheat. There's a space in that hashtag just as let you know as well, Rob.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
We're just saying #decent anti-cheat.
I mean,
it's not going to happen. There's going to be cheats whether you like it or not.
It's a valid question.
Well, it's not really a question. It's a statement, but thank you as always. It adds to the discussion. Brief pause.
Little bit of cringe.
No, that's fine. Obviously, it's a huge topic. I think they're definitely going to have those sort of things sorted a lot better than the Division 1 from launch. I think their eyes are a lot more open to it than they were originally. I'm not saying everything's going to be a done deal, though. I think there's still going to be issues. Rob, you obviously have some thoughts about this.
You'll never get rid of cheers.
No, I agree.
It's as sad as that is. You just can't do it. They will find a way. It doesn't matter what the devs do. I mean, they can figure out a ban system like Siege has, but they'll just go buy another account.
So can you quote Dr. Ian Malcolm?
No.
Good. Luke, Thomas.
Oh, life finds a way.
Ah, delay.
Cheaters find it. My brain went. And then suddenly the theme tune from that film I just discussed.
Oh my god!
No, my
Luke,
brain.
Please. Before his brain farts anymore, please can you help us finish this?
Does the left side of my face look straight?
No.
Oh dear.
I can't see them over your balls. Fucking hell, dude. Please, Luke. You're our only hope.
Is the name at the top of this paragraph?
Oh wow! Fucking another fucking Star Wars
the name
thing.
that I need to read out loud.
It's up to you, dude. I'd go with Ian
Kusunuki, who is a Division Xbox One player. So thank you for sticking with us because we've not been that kind to Xbox players in the past.
Yeah, I want to apologize on behalf of all of us, mainly Rob.
Shut the fuck up, right? He's Xbox One player. Just shush.
It was banter. We love you really, even though you got all that paid content before us, you bastard.
I don't.
He says, love your show. It makes doing inventory on Saturday nights much better. I have a question about settlements aspect of Division 2. Do we think each area will have a brackets safe house, that's a settlement, and each will function like the Boo does from Division 1? He also asks, as we complete missions in said play areas, do we think we'll unlock more areas and resources for each settlement? He thinks that would be perfect.
I'm going to say that's a pretty good shout. I would say that's pretty damn good shout.
You
of
might be
what's
spot on.
Probably going to be like, because you probably find it something similar to what you would find in other games, and the fact they're actually collecting resources in each area for the community or settlement. Sorry, makes sense.
If you look at Wildlands and Far Cry 5, which are both Ubisoft titles, there's elements of both. Elements of that in both games, isn't there? Really, so I think it's a shoo-in. Rob,
Yeah, agreed.
cool.
No, I agree. It just makes sense for them to do that. Like we don't even know if there's gonna be a boo. Like we might just have like these settlements and safe houses. And then once we've unlocked them all, that would be your 100%ing, I guess.
Got all your resources. Or it could be the fact that you have to maintain resources. If it's meant to be an open dynamic world, you unlock all these settlements. Just saying, you have to probably go back and collect resources on a continual basis.
That would be amazing. That would give you a reason to play the game every day. Oh, do that, please.
Do you really need a reason to play the game every day, Rob?
I was going to say, you sound like my wife last week.
I'm not being funny, but the last couple of days I've booted up Division like, what should I do? Oh, I need to do something in the underground.
Yeah, but that is a 3-year-old game.
Oh, I'll go do that. I know, but like, I want there to be I
well.
love playing the game. I want there to be a reason to keep playing it. I don't want to fucking get it to go stale.
Fair comment. Thank you for your kind words, Iron. I'd like to quickly just say there's been a couple of people reach out on Twitter and Discord and stuff during the last week that said they've missed us when we weren't here doing an episode. So thank you to anybody who's expressed any love for the show.
Yeah,
it does mean a lot. If it wasn't for anybody listening, we probably wouldn't do this. I know we come on and do banter and take the piss out of each other, but I'm pretty sure Jarrett wouldn't want to put out a podcast that's literally just us three taking the piss out of each other if nobody was listening to us talk about the game. So thank you to anybody who bothers to listen to us.
No, it would just be unrecorded conversations of the three of us talking shit between ourselves like we do for about 20 minutes before we actually record.
Which he has clipped and is keeping.
But no, seriously, thank you to anybody who took the time to give us a shout out while we were missing for a week. It won't happen again, I promise. Well, not until one of these two knocks their girlfriends up again.
Not me. Rob,
what?
You're up.
No.
Is that it? Anybody got anything else to want to say?
Round that shit, man.
No, I think that's it. No, honestly, taking a week off, it was nice. I had some stuff to sort out, but it isn't.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Little baby Eli. Little baby Eli.
It's...
Little baby
We
Eli.
don't take it lightly, do we? Really. Taking a week off, it's not something we normally choose to do at all.
We don't take it lightly that people are willing to spend an hour plus of their spare time listening to us three fucking idiots ramble on every week. So
thank you so much for listening to this French episode sponsored by Baguettes apparently this week.
Oh, God. Quick.
Speaking of French people.
Quick, just ask
I'm
him.
not doing my French accent to read this because I can't. I'm just going to read it proper. You can find us at Super Radio on Twitter, Facebook, Discord. Send any questions for feedback or over us to Super Radio. Blah, 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 blah. I fucked that up.
Really?
SuperRadioPod@gmail.com or via the socials. Also, we post full episodes of our content from us every week on YouTube. So head over to youtube.com/superradio. Please leave a like, subscribe, and all that jazz. Luke?
As always, you can find this podcast over at iTunes, Apple Podcasts for iOS, Podbean, Google Play Music, SoundCloud, and you can find links to all of these platforms and more over at mashthosebuttons.com. If you have the time, please rate, review, and subscribe whilst you're there. We would love some more reviews. That'd be awesome. Thank you.
If you do head over to mashthosebuttons.com, then please make sure to check out some of the other podcasts that are part of the Mash Those Buttons family, which probably do a better job than us. And yeah, basically, thank you very much for listening every week, apart from last week, because we didn't put out an episode. And we will catch you next week.
Où est la bibliothèque?
It's that way, Rob.
Thanks. For you dog lovers out there, meow splat, meow splat.
You're listening to a Mash Those Buttons podcast. Visit mashthosebuttons.com for a full podcast schedule.
Cargo secured. Extraction complete.